Alright, so hello everyone. You might have already seen this video, which I had to take down, because I noticed that I evidently didn't have my mic in my headset plugged in all the way. So we're gonna try this again, now that it is plugged in all the way and working. So this is Sacred Gold. You can get it on Steam for a relatively decent price. It might even be on sale, you know, if you wait for one of the Steam sales. It is an older game. I am running Windows 10, so if you have anything above essentially Windows XP, Service Pack 2, you're gonna have to go in to the local files and run it in compatibility mode, Windows Service Pack, XP Service Pack 2, and then you're gonna have to go into the actual configure file for the game itself. It has that in the local file as well, and check all but like one of the boxes, and that will load the game up. You can pretty much search on the Steam forums of how to run this game properly on anything above a Windows XP system. And part of the problem is most computers, gaming computers anyways, come with an NVIDIA graphics card, and then they have the Intel, which is the processing system for the computer, but it also functions as a, like, graphics card as well. So Sacred was made with an NVIDIA, and so it runs off of NVIDIA, and, most computers aren't set to, like, run off of the secondary graphics card, which, you know, you have to force it to run off of an NVIDIA. But once you have that, it'll pop up. So as you see, there are two different campaigns. There's multiplayer, there's options, you can load games, and extras. We're not really going to go into the extras because that's mainly like videos that you get throughout the game, and the credits. So neither of which we need right now. So the first campaign is called the Ancaria campaign. So what that is the original campaign. With this being Sacred Gold, you also get the Underworld campaign, which came as a DLC, an expansion pack. For those of you that have never heard of an expansion pack for a game, they could essentially be full-length 60-plus hour games. So, not like the 2-hour DLC content we get now for like full 60-hour expansion packs normally. So we're gonna start with the Ancaria campaign. But again, the screen looks very nice. Looks like a portal. You can see it says Sacred there. There's a sword there. It's just very beautiful. Then the music's very nice. So, as you see, there are 8 characters. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hover over each one and let them talk. Each of these characters are completely voiced. And there's actually a lot of voicing in the game itself as well. Not everything's voiced, but a lot is voiced, and to me that's kind of amazing considering how old this game is. There weren't that much voice acting in video games at the time being, so this is, you know, it was very revolutionary at the time in my opinion. And of course once I finish Sacred 1, I will play Sacred 2 because I own it. And I believe I own, I think it's called Blood and Ice? Or Fire and Ice, or something. I have the expansion pack for that as well. But the way I'm going to do this is we're going to hover over each person, so you can hear them talk. And then I'm going to go through the opening with each person, because each person's opening scenario is a little different. The overall story is the same, but the opening scenario is a little different. kind of reminiscent of Dragon Age Origins. How they each had a different origin story, but it was the same main story overall. Same thing here. And I'll go through the UI once we get in, and, you know, explain that as well. So, let's just go through.
I'm a gladiator, an expert in close combat and trained in all types of weapons. I feel most at home in two-handed combat, man to man, where I knock my opponent down with hard blows and taunt him as I send him into the next world.
Alright.
I'm a glad...
Again, when you pick this person, that is he's a gladiator, that's his class. He's a male, that's, you know, his gender. He is human, that is his race. That is all. Like, everything is set. So, yes, there's not as much character creation, but you're gonna see that there is a ton of stuff in the game to where you can have completely different stuff than your friend playing Sacred has.
I'm a seraphim, descended from a race of mystical warrior angels from the era of the Wars of the Gods. The gods granted the seraphim heavenly magic to weaken their opponents before laying them low with whirling blades.
This world. How I've had enough of it. There were once worthy opponents in Ankaria, but those who spread fear and terror are long since gone.
So
Fighting no longer holds a challenge for me, and life without fighting is meaningless, just like death.
So this is not one of the original characters. This is a character that came with the DLC of the Underworld. She is a demon. And the reason they put her and the person next to her, which we're going to go to next, is because really, in order to play the Underworld campaign, you should have, for it to make sense, you should have played through Sacred first, the whole Ankaria campaign. So you normally import your character from there.
Once there were many like me. Children of the earth, folk of the mountains. We populated a world below this world. Rich and mighty we were, enough that even kings would seek our assistance. Those times are gone, just like my kindred spirits. I am but the last of my kind, destined to preserve what is sacred to the dwarven race. It's not easy in times like these, but I will do my ancestors proud.
So, you get a little bit of lore with him. He's evidently the last of his kind. He's the last dwarf. So, that's very, you know, something very, very interesting. That's something we'll probably end up exploring in the Underworld campaign.
I'm an elf, a forest ranger and a hunter, at one with the natural world around me. My magic has a protective character. I favor the bow and arrow, firing accurate single or multiple shots, and only entering close combat when hard pressed.
I'm a battle mage, and apart from magic, I have discovered the warrior's arts for myself. I am skilled in using swords and staves when forced into close combat, but my most powerful weapon is the magic of the elements, with which I am able to shake the very foundations of the world.
I'm a dark elf, and come from a power-hungry group of the elves. The ritual martial arts of our blood cult have turned me into a deadly shadow fighter, destroying my enemies with poisoned blades and precise blows from fists and feet.
I am the vampirus with a living soul, a blend of knightly close combat warrior, by day vanquishing her opponents with the sword, and at night a mad, diabolical beast of prey tearing her victims apart and creating a ghastly following with blood-soaked kisses.
So, those are the characters. And as I said, we're going to go through each of their openings. And I want you to comment on this video. I'm going to leave it up for 2 to 3 weeks before I upload the next Sacred. video, and I want you guys to essentially comment and say which one of these people you want me to play. And then I will go through the whole entire game as that person. So, and I will say some of the characters are easier to play than others. Some of them, die really quick. So this is the Gladiator. I'm just gonna leave the name as Gladiator. This is bronze or silver. This is the difficulty rating in the game. We're just gonna play on bronze because it's more so the characters you play that make it more or less difficult. So we're just gonna hit. Now, there is a video after I hit start game. We're only gonna go through that video once because it's gonna play for every single person. So we're only gonna play it once.
Natura premis Shine.
Essential, recap of this. Shadar, the necromancer, summons a demon and fails. The beast from the depths of hell is free. Grunstones threat you awaken from your restless sleep. Another one of those dreams, only it felt so real and yet not so. Could Julius, your gladiator master, have taught you well enough that your blade could prevent Ancaria from being consumed by this nightmare? We're gonna hit skip tutorial, and I'm sorry about the wind that you're probably hearing. It's very windy where I am. You can hear it through the windows really bad. So, we're just going to go through the general UI you see here on the screen. Of course, you see, everything here. So, this is my current health. That's my current experience. That shows me my weapon damage. Plus 11% of my physical strength. Next we're going to talk about down here. So here's my weapon. It's an iron sword. You need sword lore or weapon lore to wield it. Has a price of what I can sell it for. It has the damage range, which is 34 to 43. It's a level 1 weapon. Attack 2, so it does 2 attacks. Physical is 22 to 28. Weapon damage physical plus 11% of my strength. Minimum level 1 required to use it. This is your inventory, options, collect all, you can just hit A. The world map, the logbook. This is where your skills are on this side, or your magic or whatever you have. Right now I have, it says attack. It's essentially, you attack one person with a combination of knee, elbow, and fist blows. So it's a multi-attack. Up here we have your health potion, which is your space bar. You're going to use that the most. Potion of undead death, potion of mentors, potion of viper's antidote, and potion of concentration. So hitting I is your inventory. Fair warning, when you bring this screen up, make sure there are no enemies around you. Be in a safe place, because this does not pause the game. Just laying that out there. This never pauses the game. Okay. You have your backpack. I have potions. I can sell them for 124. It regenerates life by 100%. This is a lesser healing potion, so it heals you. I have a torch, which you need axe lore or weapon lore. Didn't mean to move him. But so yeah, I can move around even being in this screen. These are combat arts. These are your skills, your magic, your techniques, etc. So, we have the attack, we have the hard hit, we have the combat kick, and we have the multi-hit, which is actually hitting several opponents. Then we have dagger stare, heroic courage, awe, backbreaker, fist of the gods, throwing blades, and stomping jump. Now you see only one of these is green, because you don't learn them as you level up, like you do in most games. These are actually skills you will pick up. You'll pick up little items out of the skills, you'll right-click them, and you'll have that skill. And you can find the exact same skill over and over again, and by picking it up and then right-clicking it in your backpack, it'll actually level up that skill. Then we have combos. If you go to a combo master, you can take your combat arts and put them together, and you'll have a combo, which again you can put down here, and it'll do, 2, 3, 4, etc. all together. But you can only have 4 of them. Over here, we have my name, which is just left as Gladiator. You can name the character whatever you wish. Your level, you have your skills. I have weapon lore, concentration, and if you ever roll over what it is, it'll tell you, okay, well, this is how much it's physical, magic, fire, poison, and how much it'll go up for the next level. This is the regeneration of your special moves, which his are considered special moves. And if you click skills, then you'll have your attributes, your strength, your endurance, dexterity, physical regeneration. He doesn't have any mental regeneration because he doesn't have spells. He has skills. Charisma, experience that you currently have to your next level. And this will always tell you if you have any points you can use. You always get one when you level up. So, and if you hover over them, it'll tell you, this increases your attack rate, melee damage, and health points. And it'll literally just tell you exactly in case you want to level up certain things. This is, or if you, mouse over where your health is, it'll tell you the exact same stuff. This is your attack, your defense. Now this is a hit. It says last foe, so that's going off of, your last foe. This is my weapon damage. It'll tell you how much your physical, your fire, your magic, your poison, your weapon bonus, your movement speed, your attack speed, your survival bonus. Same thing for your combat arts. This is the different resistances you have. I have a resistance total of 4. I have 2 to fire, 2 to physical, 1 to fire, 0 to magic, and 1 to poison. I have an armor bonus of 20. This is my gold. I currently have 0. And this is the equipment. So he has a helmet, shoulder plates, 1 amulet, 2 rings, a belt, greaves, a cuirass, bracers, gauntlets, and boots. Some characters will have different things. The only way you can pause is bringing up that. That pauses the game. Your options menu is the only thing that pauses the game. If you hit M, this is the map, and I don't know why it has me over there, because it's not even remotely where I am. So, anyways, you were, like, here, because this is the first town. This is where the gladiator starts, and pretty much everybody starts right around here. So it's everybody starts right near here. But the map is, I will go ahead and show you, because I don't think there's a way to zoom out. But just giving you an idea of how big the world is. The map is also very, very detailed. So yeah, it's a pretty big world. And logbook. So Sword and Muscles. This, if you want to know more lore about the game, the characters, etc. This actually tells you everything you need to know about the gladiator. Growing up. This is the gladiator. What skills you have. What combat arts I have. This is if I've gotten any books. If you get it looks like it's scrolling your inventory. If you right click it, it'll come here, and you have a book. And these are your statistics. So that's generally everything there. I'll talk to Julius in a second. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up that. So armor, if you don't have an armor equipped and you're not at a shop buying an armor, but you just pick it up off the ground, if you can use it, your person will equip it. If you don't have something there. So as I mouse over it, it's my armor, and you'll notice it says gladiator in orange. Most of the weapons, I think the exception of the guns, aren't tied to anybody. The guns are tied specifically to the dwarf. But the armors are tied to different people, just like the skills are. So this is what I meant. His skills look like this. Multi-hit gladiator tells me, it's not gonna sell for crap. So, and I'm gonna right-click it. And now I have multi-hit, which is good against several opponents. So, I have that. So, let's go talk to this man here, and his name is Julius.
This is your last fight in my arena, gladiator. Go out and kill your opponent, and gold and freedom will be yours. I trained you, showed you the art of battle, and how the howling mob love you. Delay no more, for your opponent awaits you. Fight like a true champion, or die like a slave.
It's a good day to die.
You can't use WSD to move. You have to click and point. So get used to it if you're not. Alright, so this is my first dude.
My armor is inadequate against normal weapons.
Alright. One dude dead. He's gonna come out. Whee! Ooh. Ooh! Alright, so I just picked up a sword. So, this is 45 to 64. So it is, I only need to be, I only need to be a minimum of level 1, but it adds a plus 10 to my speed, a plus 2 to my weapon lore. It does fire damage, it does, plus 15 to physical damage, weapon damage physical, plus 14% on my strength. It's actually really, really good. So, weird. It's a two-handed, which you'll say sword or two-handed. But, I mean, it is so much better than what I was using. Ooh, and there's also a shield there. So with a two-handed, you cannot use a shield. But if you use a one-handed, you can use a shield. So this is the way we're gonna go. I'm gonna wield this massive-ass sword. And we're gonna go talk to Julius.
You want my gold? You really want to leave me after all I've taught you? Fool! The orc should have disemboweled you, you disloyal worm. So be it! You will die by my hand!
Traitorous dog!
Damn! This is amazing. I will say that much.
I'll get you yet!
And we're just gonna click A, and we're gonna go ahead and pick up that. And alright, so I was able to use the boots, but not the bracers. So we leveled up. So let's get the little plus. So my weapon lore is
Come back!
3.
I won't hurt you! Oh, that's a lie.
Because of my sword. So we're gonna raise that to 2. We're gonna mouse over to skills. Let's do strength.
Sliceable!
Alright. Let's go talk to
I need someone like you. Please take me to Commander Ramata at Bellevue Garrison and call me Rochefort, the King's spy. I was captured by that rat Julius when I tried to expose his racket with the slave catchers who have been plaguing Bellevue for some time. Allow me to break open the locks. Then we can be on our way.
I will protect you, spy. But don't stand in my way when I'm splitting heads. Yes! Go on, run, you rat!
You will notice that each character has their own personality. I'm just letting you know this. So don't be surprised. Oh, let's sell this. Something I'm gonna need. Yes. Alright. I already have 3. It does the same thing. We're just gonna hold on to the gold that I currently have. Go over here. I know there's a little quest up here.
Yes!
This way. Right. Just open all this. And then hit A. Alright. So normally I wouldn't take a side quest doing this because this is going to be a long video anyways. But literally this person is right there. And as you can see, as I've gotten more companions, they go right below where my health is. So we're just gonna go on up here. And that gave me hard hit. So go back down this way. I'm gonna go ahead and accept this quest or else I'm gonna forget it's here.
I'll do it!
But it's all the way over here. So I'm just accepting it so that way I know that I have it.
Yes?
guys are literally... Oh, I cut him in half. Also, this game doesn't really punches. Ooh, a helmet I can use. Awesome.
Yes?
Ooh, and I just gained another level. Let's put his strength up. New armor. Ooh, so awesome. And you can go into every house. I'm not going to right now. Because I'm literally just go to every well you ever see. Because, woo, health potion.
I'll be back!
And like I said, it's down here. So. This way. Some heals. Okay, yeah, come here. So I'm just gonna murder all of them. Because the weapon I currently have is ridiculously good. Go ahead and accept his quest.
I'll be back!
Oh, his is... Hey, Bo. Oh, it's right there. But I'm not gonna go do it right now. Except...
I'll be back!
Rochefort speaks highly of you, Gladiator. I want to recruit you for the Valorian troops. Go to Portovalum in the southern borderlands and speak to Sergeant Treville. I shall give you a letter of introduction for Treville. You will serve Prince Valor, who is fighting the orcs of Korad Nur in the south. Take this money as a reward for rescuing Rochefort, and buy yourself a horse from the stables for the long journey. A word of advice. Use the long journey to improve your skills, as you will certainly need them in Silver Creek and Portovalum.
To work for the crown? For money and food?
I shall leave you now, Gladiator. I must go to Crow Rock Castle to discover who is behind these attacks of slave catchers. Take this as a reward, and farewell!
Again, another well. We're gonna check it out. And take that potion. Buy the horse. And now we have a horse. And it shows right there, I have a horse. And you can attack while you're on horse and everything, so it's all good. Open these two things. The sword in the stone is literally like a King Arthur reference. If I can manage to get it back here. Alright, here we go. Sword in the stone. I will be back. Hey. It's a King Arthur reference. Alright. That's of no use to me. That is of no use to me. That is of no use to me. Potions. Lovely thing. Alright. Now, buy a better weapon. But I don't think there is a better weapon. I mean, the catch is mine is two-handed, but it does a shit ton of damage. So, yeah, that one does better, but it also drops my weapon lore down. So, for the time being, just how expensive is that? Whew, it's like half of my money. And I am so much more worried about armor. Now, I'm not gonna worry about that, or that. I'm gonna worry about what I don't have. So I don't have, greaves. So we're gonna buy some greaves. And I still have enough for some gloves. So go ahead and buy some gloves. And I don't have enough for a potion, because every single type of potion costs 585 gold. And that is for a lesser potion. Okay? So, that's the gladiators. We're gonna hit S. That's how you save. Gladiator. And we're gonna hit save. And we're gonna hit OK. We're gonna hit escape. Quit. Okay. Go back in.
I'm a Sarah.
The only thing that's really different for like the dream part is this last paragraph. It changes for each person. So just gonna skip. Now I will talk to you in a minute, lady. We're gonna pick up some stuff. We're gonna go ahead and right click that. So the Seraphim, one of her main differences, she doesn't have greaves, she actually has wings. She has magic lore, weapon lore. Here's her skills. Her HP, everything, it's essentially the same, except her resistance is a 16. Let's go over the combat arts. So you see she has quite a deal more than the gladiator. So we still have the attack. We have hard hit, whirling hit, multi-hit, hunter seeker, BFG, combat jump, combat kick. So those are physical. These are her special skills. We have irritation, light, energy bolts, strength of faith, conversion, celestial light, lightning bolt, light shield, and rotating blades of light. Let me tell you, some of those are extremely powerful. I'm gonna talk to this chick.
My blade and the power of the ancestors for you.
Don't really care. So, as I said, they'll look like little scrolls here, but they're books, and if I click it, and then I go to and hit log, this tells you you're in chapter 1, Elysium tells you, again, you know, that, Tanguid is my side quest, Seraphim, skills, combat arts, and her magic, books, and this. Don't know why the Book of the Undead isn't there. It should be. Mia might be having issues. It is a really old game. Alright, so let me talk to her.
Altaro, Sword Sister, I need your help. You must fight the robbers who have landed on the riverbank. Stop the villains desecrating the novices' chambers and threatening with abduction. Please, Seraphima, call upon your heavenly power and repel these wicked robbers. I will wait here for your victorious return. Sister, the power of the gods will judge this scoundrel.
We're gonna go ahead and get that potion. And we're gonna go ahead and deal with the dude in a second. I'm going to get this. And come up here. fog is an actual thing. Like, the environment and the times do change in the game. So that is... Whew. Sweet. Okay, so I got some more protection. And sometimes you'll find little magical hiding places.
Seraphima, die!
Vermin! Murderous!
Was like one-on-one combat. And if it was the Seraphim's opening quest, this is what we need to do. Come back here. Come back here. Spread out, asshole. See, these opponents don't like stay.
Renounce evil!
Alright, we leveled. Yay! Oh, let's do weapon more. And let's do strength. Give me a little bit more HP.
Taros Victor, victorious Seraphim, you have taught this vagabond a bloody lesson. In the meantime, Commander Ramada has requested your presence. Please go to him in the Bellevue garrison. This message was brought to us by the young cadet Weston, brother to our novice Imu. I do hope she is well. You had better hurry up, Sister of the Sword. No more prayer for these dogs.
I don't think the statue does anything. So it'll actually, like, there are different categories here. Enemies, we have rotting flesh and insect larvae. Just, you know, books that I've picked up. And we're gonna go ahead and accept this quest.
My blade and the power of the ancestors for you.
And again, I cut that one in half. Okay. The guards can deal with the rest.
He's going to make it this week, so I can see him again next week.
Okay.
I'm on the way now.
Later. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I'm just gonna avoid them because this. I don't want the Seraphim dying again.
I'll solve your problem.
So I'm gonna go down here and grab another potion.
I'll take the job on.
Taro es Victor Seraphim.
The path of light is unique for Ancaria's crown.
Again, it's literally just like, hey, let's join. I need you to go to Porto Valum and fight, and use this money to buy a horse. And trust me, you want a horse.
Bit too tough for my life.
Because the horse travels faster than you.
All that weapon in, Sonny boy.
That is of no use to me. That is of no use to me. And that is of no use to me. Alright, so we have very little gold. Weapons not too bad. 8, 7, Let's see. Our current weapon, 34.
Don't fall asleep. Stand still. You've been doing that uniform, you've been sleeping in it. Attention.
Her dexterity is higher. So if we're gonna go with the sword, we're actually gonna go with that one. Oh, I have enough for one more potion. The yellow just means you don't have enough gold. Red means you can't use it. So wrong character class. Yeah. But it doesn't say a character class. What it actually means is I know weapon lore, but this is more a gladiator? Yeah, it's a gladiator. And this is the dwarf. So, again, we're just gonna hit save. So we're gonna delete that. Okay. And delete that.
You there, get in line.
And we're just gonna backspace this one.
Get down and give me 10.
I forgot how to spell Seraphim. One sec. Let me back out of this. Okay. This one. Seraphim. Save. Okay. And then we're gonna hit escape and quit and hit OK. Alright. And right back into it. Demon. Start game. Again, this, you know, Andukar. Up everything. Chia has pretty much the same layout. I'll learn that. It's just weapon lore, magic lore, more different stuff. Her resistance is 30. She actually has really high resistance. So her combat arts. Battle Demon, Energy Demon, Fire Demon, Poison Demon, Soaring Demon, Hellsphere, Infernal Power, Tentacles, Call of Death, Abysmal Choir, Blazing Disc, and Dread. And go talk to him.
The time has come, dear. Let me tell you this. You know, one should always keep an open mind. To be honest, well, you are boring me. It is no longer exciting with you by my side, but since I am in a good mood today, I'm not going to kill you. You deserve to live. Yes, you do. But perhaps not here. Have fun up there!
We're going to open this. Get some free experience there.
Don't be surprised that your demonic powers are dwindling. I am what's left of your power to see into the future. However, even I am unable to uphold this manifestation for long. You are now on the upper world, exiled and stripped of your powers. The way back into the underworld is blocked. If you want to find Andukar and seek revenge, you will have to influence what is happening here on the upper world. You will only be able to return to the underworld once Shadar has been defeated. Go and find the feeble human in Bellevue. Join the army of the humans and help them to kill Shadar. Go!
We're gonna wait for the HP to come back. Which is boring, but again, you know. You want to use potions sparingly because they are super expensive in this game, as I've already showed you, and that's just for a lesser potion, okay? So, you don't be using them all the time. It's not like in most games where a potion, you know, lesser potion's like 50 gold. No, it's like, you want a potion? Okay. And as you see, skeletons take a little bit to kill. That one only took 2. Just get very used to the fact that Nothing over here. Other than that, we're just gonna follow this path.
I hate cities like this one, full of dumb lowlife who bore me with their mere existence.
Not just didn't have shit. See, I have geography and enemies. So yeah, you can learn quite a lot from books. If you want to know more lore. Definitely don't be afraid to learn more. See, this is the little dude's house. And essentially once I enter town,
I am going to take care of this, but I tell you now, I want to see gold when I return.
see, I cut off her leg. Come here, you.
I will run this errand and be back soon. Be sure to have your purse ready then. I am going to take care of this, but I tell you now, I want to see gold when I return.
So yeah, this one's a little interesting because it's like, they're like, well, I don't suppose you came with hostile intentions, or else, you know, you would have already destroyed the city. Take this gold, get yourself a horse, go help the prince. That's literally, like, it's amusing, because again, the only people that don't run from you are the town guards. They essentially give you that 2,000 gold to buy that, and a saddle for said horse. Alright. Let's sell all the shit I can't use or don't need. Now see, like, this is for a battle mage. That bow. Most weapons aren't tied, but there are some. Alright, so we have this crappy thing. That one's probably the best.
I want to be a hero.
So, buy that. Essentially because it's better.
That's what's important. When was the last time you cleaned your boots, young man?
We're gonna buy this.
All that weapon in, sonny boy.
And I don't have enough for a potion. Demon. Save. Okay. Quit. Okay. Back in. Dwarf. Start game. This one I will read. Where am I? Crash landed. This place. And nothing here seems familiar. Ooh, my head. Not even drinking 3 barrels of stout gave me such a headache. I don't remember why I'm here. Yet, I know one thing. There's trouble in the air. My dwarven nose never deceives me. And then talk to the guard. Talk to the guard in a sec. Let's go ahead and pick up my stuff. He has a... Let me pull it off him for a second, because he has a cannon. That's the main difference. So let's go over his combat arts. We'll start from this side. He has Assault, Battle Rage, Heavy Blow, Wrath, Warcry, Recoil, Vehemence, Greed, Dwarven Armor, Dwarven Steel, Entrench, Landmine, Flamethrower, Mortar Grenade, and Cannon Blast. Weapon Lower, Constitution, again, all of that. His resistance is 17. Death and devils, I've never seen someone more like you. Moreover, what by all the demons did you just crawl out of? My grandfather told me of your race. I always thought it was merely a fairy tale. The dwarves were supposed to be hardened warriors and knowledgeable of machines. Well, King Armand could surely use all the help he can get. Go and find Ramota in Bellevue. Tell him that I sent you. Okay. Just kinda go through this little forest patch. It's really amusing. Okay. Always gonna hit too. This stuff does, you know, have armor.
Dark elf scum!
Morgwa!
That axe is actually better than mine. Go ahead and improve that. And improve that. And let's go forward.
Ha! The Megalon! Level
Never underestimate a dwarf!
Ah!
Ooh. Some nice armor.
What am I doing here?
Alright, let's have a look at you.
And I'm not going for like every barrel and chest in town, but definitely do so. It's normally
Don't
free
worry.
gold,
I will
weapons,
settle this.
armor, items. Awesome. 23? Oh, nope, what I have on is better. So, yeah, carry on.
You can count on it! With flint and steel, so be it!
And a dwarf, greetings to you. I must admit, I didn't believe in the existence of dwarfs. So Ignis Williams sent you. Very well, the kingdom can surely do with your help. Gain gives me a letter of recommendation. And he's like, here, take this gold and purchase a whole equip yourself. And again, you know, use the long journey to train yourself. Because you cannot buy a horse for a dwarf. In this game. They weigh too much.
Oi, where are you going?
Alright. So we're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. And I'm going to rearrange some where my potions are. Let's get me some armor. So I already have my breastplate and my shoulders. So there's a belt and a helmet. And I have enough for both.
Guys, at least 7 feet
So
tall.
let's...
Oh, I like weapons for you.
I have enough for one more potion. Alright. So now I'm all outfitted. So we're gonna save. We're gonna save over to this one. Dwarf.
It's all about discipline. It's all about discipline.
Save.
What you been doing
Okay.
in that uniform? You been sleeping in it?
Great. Okay. What else? Let's start the game. Skip. I'm gonna go get my shit first. And, alright, so her combat arts. We're just gonna start here. Eye for an eye, hard hits, multi-hit, multiple shots, explosive arrow, penetrating arrow, knockback arrow, spider arrow, transformation, thorn bush, poisoned tendrils, plant gauge, call of the ancestors, recuperation, which I'm gonna do that one instead. Quick as a flash, and companion of the woods. Agility and weapon lore, and her stats. Again, her dexterity is high. Her resistances. She's a pretty well-rounded character. Alright.
The last stage of our escape is before us, troublemaker. Let us make haste to your commander, Ramata.
My arrows will protect me.
Well, I didn't mean to click that. He's just saying let's go there, and we should be able to defend ourselves together.
Pay heed. My destination is very close now.
Yes.
Come back. I won't hurt you. Well, that's a lie, but...
Yeah, Wolfie Wolfies. Actually, wargs. They essentially look like bears. Agility, because I use a bow. We're gonna up her strength, honestly, so she gets a little bit more HP.
Mogwai! Después.
And now, you who are known as the leader of a pack of rabid mongrels, I am going to lay you low.
I have never run into him before. Normally, you just run into Shalar.
Enrebe elevela.
Hiding place. Yeah, definitely can't use that. I can tell just by looking at it.
Cities, city people. No understanding, no feeling for nature. But still, I have to help them.
This here is if you play online, you can source stuff there. Again, don't care. I'm just gonna run.
Rely on me. I promise not to disappoint you.
The reason I'm accepting all these is because once I start the playthrough, a lot of side quests.
Vagabond!
Because this is like 100+ hour game with all the side quests and stuff. This is a long game, guys.
I'll gladly take the job on. My bow is yours to command.
Lovely Ranger, you are returning under strange circumstances. Though, never mind, I have an order.
How will I feel among all these humans? Away from my woods which gave me protection and comfort.
This is where we part, my lovely Meg Elkarwin. But whereas your path leads you to the realms of man, my fate takes me back to the caves of Suragnar, as I must protect my sister from the matriarch's anger at my treachery. I pray to the gods that we shall meet again. Enrebe Laria Meg Elkarwin.
By the horse. Pick up the potion. Come down here.
I can see you doing some more marching.
With this being, I'm just, you don't have to stick to, you know, ranged combat. Like, that is a beautiful sword. But again, I have weapon lore, so it's fine. I could use it. But we're gonna work on, so this is the best bow I can get. So we're gonna go ahead and buy a better bow. Can't afford any of the armor. But I can afford 2 potions, so that's what we'll buy. We're gonna hit save. Here. Wood elf. Save. Okay. And quit.
I'm a
Mage. Start game.
Self-discipline, that's what's important.
Skip tutorial.
The goal of this quest must be somewhere very close.
Alrighty. He can actually have 2 amulets and 4 rings because he doesn't have shoulder blades. He has magical meditation. These are his skills. His resistance is 33. So, here we go. His skills. Spiritual healing. Shield wall. Ghost meadow. Ringeki. Water form. Ring of ice. Ice shards. Contract of agility. Whirlwind. Gust of wind. Phase shift. Lightning strike. Meteor. Circle of fear. Petrification. Stone skin. Fireball. Flame skin. Purgatory. And fire spiral.
To complete your last test, enter the stone circle and defeat the troll I have summoned for you. But be warned, you will not be able to leave the circle while the creature lives.
Of course I am ready.
Okay. Literally, it's the easiest thing you can do. Weakest level up you can get is fighting that.
Congratulations. My last bidding to you is this. Go to the Bellevue Garrison and speak to Commander Romata. My bold student, I discharge you from your apprenticeship and bow before you. Magician of Battle, young Ensign Weston will accompany you to Commander Romata. Until we meet again, my friend, I shall now return to my home.
He does, he just fucking, he's like, I'm gonna bamf out now. Don't start any trouble. I just want you guys to take care of some goblins. Again, we're gonna go here, get a free health potion.
I think I'll take the mission on.
This way.
That's a job to my taste. Don't despair, I'll carry out your mission for you.
There you are at last, Battle Mage. I want to recruit you for the...
Essentially, I'm gonna recruit you. You're gonna go. This is the same thing I have told, you know. It's essentially the same speech. And buy my horse.
Get down, give me 10. God, you're a right bunch
And
of
another
right.
health potion.
Self-discipline, that's what's important. What you've been doing in that uniform, you've been sleeping in it.
I have enough for some gloves, so we're gonna buy those. And I don't have enough for another potion.
Don't look at me as if I were your mother.
One sec. We're
Don't fall asleep. Stand still.
Alright. We have 2 left. Alright, skip. Grab his stuff. Let's go through his combat arts. We have Confusion, Adrenaline, Explosive Charge, Poison Mist, Battle Fog, Testosterone, Bottomless Pit, Sudden Fury, Revenge, Rage, Combat Kick, Pak Nakor, Pak Drain, Cobra, Mongoose, and Soul Catcher. No, I don't really get into you guys. Weapon Lore, Concentration, his general stats, his resistance. Again, all of his stuff. He can have 4 rings. And let's talk to...
The last stage of our escape is before us, my dark elf companion. We must go to Commander Romata at Bellevue Garrison. With my bow and your fighting skills, we should be able to keep the dark elves pursuing us at bay. Let us not waste too much time, as your brothers will never forgive you for following a cry from the heart and leaving the path of the shadows.
The blood of our enemies shall drip from our blade.
Better armor right away. Awesome. Now you'll notice that magical hiding spot wasn't there when I played the Wood Elf. That's because those are random. That's because you see one character.
Your wish?
It may not be there with the other character. Ooh. Yes. Even if it is two-handed, it does so much more damage. And loot is randomly generated.
There is sure to be a trader or two here.
Again, healing potions. You can never have too many.
I'd get too little gold for this, actually.
those boots.
I'll carry out the assignment in my own way. My blade is thirsty for blood, and this job sounds promising.
A deserting dark elf? What was Maegel Carwen, my ranger, thinking of? Well,
To assassinate for humans? That was a great idea.
This is where we part, my proud Shaharim. Whereas you journey to the realms of man, an important quest takes me close to Tyr Fasil. My heart soars when I see you, and I pray to the gods that our paths will cross again. En Rebi Laria Shaharim.
You really are a worrywart.
I think they're secretly lovers?
Where you going?
You aren't exactly told. By the horse. Again, get another potion. Come down here. Now something I probably haven't covered, which I'm going to cover right now, because I just realized I probably hadn't told you guys. Alright. Honestly, I don't think there's anything better than my current weapon. My helmets. And buy another potion. So what I didn't tell you, and as you will see, there were less potions when I literally just clicked on it a minute ago. The armor is even different. And, you know, so are the weapons. So, if you were like, oh, that's really cool, I'd like to get that, okay, that's that. Price, don't save up for it. Just don't. Like, save your money, but don't save up for a particular weapon or armor, because when you go back to that shop, 9 chances out of 10, it's not gonna be there. Just fair warning, you guys. For those of you guys that do play this.
Get down and give me 10. Valor, that's it. I want to be like that.
Alright, last orphan. Vampirus. And skip here. Gather all. Alright, let's go through hers. We have turned into a vampire. Only do this at night. Don't do it during the day or else you will take damage. So I'm just gonna swap that out with Claws of Death. Mind control, time control, ripping attack, combat kick, whirling claws, wolf call. Then we have over here we have jump claw, blood bite, master bite, blood kiss, bat's confusion, bat's guard, bat's swarm, and a weakened dead. She has weapon lore and vampirism. Her skills, her resistance is 38. And if you guys were paying attention, one of the other characters started out very near here.
me, noble knight. Please escort me to Captain Ramada at the Bellevue Garrison. Slave catchers are lurking around this unearthly place and want to deliver me to a sorcerer. These villains have attacked the Abbey of the Seraphim and killed or abducted my sisters. Even the majestic Seraphim was struck down by the sorcerer's black magic. The only thing that stops them entering within these walls is fear of the vampires said to live here. If you are prepared to take me to Bellevue, I shall follow you.
I can taste your fear. It leads me to the blood of heinous deeds.
Like, literally. Again. I know there's a well here.
Guys, undamaged.
Your hangers-on are already lying in the dirt. Now it's your turn!
Alright. Just got another sword. It's better than mine. That's even better than it is. Okay. Let's up the weapon lore. And let's up our strength. And continue on. And again, an even better weapon. Awesome.
A village full of mindless farmers. Should I show them what I am? I can give my agreement at once to a task of this nature.
Where are you going?
Blood will flow. It's not a particularly exciting story, but I will take on your task.
Proud knight and servant of the crown.
Except, totally not.
I can see into your soul and will...
Don't give me anything. Bye. Now I have a horse. Open that. Open that. And the gold.
I want to be a hero.
Alright. So, that doesn't do as much, I think. Yeah, okay, so mine's 51. Okay, so this is the only one that does remotely close to what I can do. So. Yeah,
So you can
let's
do
take
some more
that.
marketing.
Let's do that. We can buy some gloves. And I don't have enough for another potion. Alright. And as you see, I've got room for more weapons, more skills. So let's go this one here. Vampirus. Wait a minute, I've got to be in the Vampirus. And we're gonna save that. And quit. Okay. So now I've shown you guys each of the intros, their different skills or magics, how they differently like fight, their different armors. As I said, shops change all the time. That was something that was not, the game doesn't explicitly tell you. So yeah, that's just a fair warning if you want to go pick this game for yourself and play it. You know, yeah, save up your money, but don't expect the same armor or weapon that you saw there before to be there. So that's all that. So we're gonna go ahead and hit quit. Ooh, my screen. So yeah. Tell me which one you guys want me to play as.